Good morning. I just wanted to get on here really quick and share a message that I heard that was so powerful and spoke to me. And so I think that it will help somebody. Whenever you get your driver's license, before you get your first car, you're required to study about that. So you're required to take driver's education, to take the course, study the resources, know the rules, like, hey, you can't, know how to park, know how to turn on your blinker, switch lanes, and then you're tested. You're tested by being able to drive with a whatever you call it, instructor, and make sure that you are doing that correctly, because you could just have the book smarts, but you might not know how to actually do the driving right. And so you are required to get in a car with somebody who is skilled in that area, and to actually do all of those things. And they have basically a checklist to make sure that you're parking right, you're changing lanes right, you are doing all of those things right. Okay, well, so if we get our license, if we pass that test, so we take a test, we get our license, and if we do, and you even have to make sure you can see, that you have the right vision for that, right? Because if you don't, then you have to go get glasses. Crazy story, but that's actually, I wore glasses growing up, like in pre-K, and I had stopped wearing them at a certain point because of like insurance and stuff. But then once I was in the driver's course in high school or whatever, that was the reason why I got glasses. That's interesting, because that just randomly came up, and now today I'm wearing my glasses because my eyes need a break from my contacts. But anyway, sorry. But you have to have that vision, you have to pass that test, you have to make sure you're doing it right to get that license. And that license is a government ID. That is official. That is it is a document. Legal is the word I was looking for, but that's that. Okay. Well, so many of us, whenever we get our first car, or even a car period, we are very quick to take care of that car and to cherish that. And that's like our baby, right? Like, people say that as a joke, but I mean, it's the truth. Okay, well, so then here we go on to marriage. Okay, so there's marriages, and there are some churches that will not marry people without taking a course. But before we're even able to go into that church and to get married, we have to go where? To the court to get a marriage license. And guess what? To get that marriage license, at least last time I checked, I don't know because I really haven't checked, but the last knowledge that I knew of, you don't have to take a course. You don't have to have a vision. You don't have to do all that, but it is a choice. And I think that a lot of divorces, and I've heard this, and I heard someone speak on it this morning, which is why I'm bringing it up, but I think a lot of those result from not having the right resources, not educating them, the couple not educating themselves as much as they should have prior to marriage. I think that a lot of it is based on the material. It's like, hey, before you got that driver's license, you had to read that book and look at all those rules and, have that right vision. Well, think of that before you get married. Like, read those books, watch those videos, do whatever it is, whatever it takes for you to educate yourself on a marriage and the rules. And the best book of instruction is the Bible. There is several different kinds, and I've already published on my website the different types of Bibles. I believe that part was published. So if you go under lifelight.com under resources, types of Bibles, there is types of Bibles, and I do plan on breaking it down even further on recommendations for different stages of your walk with the Lord, or your walk in where you're at in life or whatnot. But anyways, there are resources and tools out there, and on the video that I was actually watching this morning, the guy had a really good point. He's like, you know, a lot of people and their problems, there's a percentage that they probably have the answer to their problem in a book in their house, and that book very well is probably the Bible. But there's also other books that are easier for some people to understand than the Bible, and those are the ones that I read and am reading to understand things from a more modern perspective. And so anyways, there's tons of resources. 5 Love Languages is always one that I just share first, because I didn't even know about that until last year. But that's very important, the way that everyone's different, and it is important to know what love language you are, as well as anyone who you are trying to grow a relationship with, because without that is the key to meeting their needs and desires and stuff. So anyways, I just wanted to jump on here and say that, like, we need to knock out that whatever you call it, ratio of the world where, you know, most vehicles seem to last longer than marriages. We need to take marriage more serious. It's not just a piece of paper. It's not just something that is a game or whatever. It's caused more heartache than everything, and it is a true relationship that you are supposed to have, and it's, as it's said in the Bible, it is someone who is supposed to be your helper, not someone who you control, not someone who controls you, not someone who is here to here. It's a team. It's a helper. It is a man and a woman who are, helping each other in this crazy world and life. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. I have to get into work. Y'all be safe. I did see a vehicle, a truck driver actually run off of the road this morning, so that was kind of scary. But I said a prayer for him, and I pray for all of you that are on the roads traveling, commuting, or whatnot, to be safe. Y'all have a great day.